Hey, Kyle of Beautiful Day Cleaning Company here. I'm going to show how we clean with a water-fed pole and how we set it up and how we use it. So here's our items. We've got our tubing here. This is a Xero 3K micro. It's a high mod carbon fiber pole. It's awesome. I just have it down to the first couple sections because we're just going to do a short little window set here. And we have this is our brush here. It's got a boar's hair center with nylon bristles around it and a rinse bar on the top. We have our DI tank with a pre-filter. So let's get this set up. I'm going to take off our quick connect that's just sitting on our pre-filter. This is going to go to our garden hose. You wouldn't always have it set up just right here, but it makes it easy for making a video. Connect that, connect to our tank. There we go. All right. We need to get our tubing connected. So to do that, we're going to take the head off with these clamps right here. Set that guy down and feed this through the back of the pole. And of course, you would want to assess the size of the building that you're doing. If you need, 2 stories, 3 stories, get the full length of pole that you're going to need, the number of sections, and then do it. Because now that it's in here, we can't add another section. All right, these are just little push fits. They are so great. They just push right on. Now we're connected, watertight, good to go. To release it, this blue little collar, push that in, like so, pull it out. So that's how those go together. Now we're gonna feed the hose back through, and this does have, I hope I'm getting the right angle here, but a little notch, or a little bump that fits in the notch of this clamp right there. There you go. Then you can spin that around. Excellent. So now we've got the tubing set up here. I'm gonna adjust the gooseneck here to something like that. I think that might work out just right. Next, we're going to connect the tubing to the tank. As you can see, we've got another push fit connection right there. So that should be just fine. Spread this hose out just a little bit. And really, the first thing we would do is we would test the TDS. Turn the water on. There it goes. They just have a valve here. There's actually one here as well, but turn that on. And we would use our TDS meter, and we would measure the TDS. That's total dissolved solids. Total dissolved solids in parts per million. And we want it to be 0. We can get away with anything, sometimes up to 3 or so, but we start risking leaving some spots on the glass. So we would do that. I'm not going to test it this time, but let's connect our tubing. Okay, now crank our water on. And there we go. We're flowing. All right, I'm going to get us set up to wash this window here. Let's see. Great, so we have it running. If we want to just turn it off really quick, we just need to kink this hose and it'll shut off. I typically will do that back here. Kink it, and we're good to go. I don't want to just waste a bunch of water and a bunch of our resin in our DI tank. So if I'm in between things, if I stop to talk to somebody, I'll kink that off like that. I'll even stuff this in the back of the pole here, and then I can let go, and we're all paused as far as water goes. Okay, so we are going to, what we don't want to do is get water above the window. Let's see if I can see this right. Okay, good. So we do not want to get water up here. That's just it's gonna be risky as far as it grabbing dirt from that siding and running it down the window after we've left. So we don't want to do that. We're gonna start here. We're just gonna get the frame. That's the frame of the window, like so. And then we're gonna scrub it in between. So let's do that. So we start at an angle so that we don't shoot water up and over it. Just go right to the frame here, get that clean, get in this corner, and then bring it down and give it a little spin as you go across the bottom. Now I'm going to come back to the center and clean the top of the frame on this half. And come down and across here. Okay, now just agitate up, rinse down, up, down, agitate up, rinse down, agitate up, rinse down. And we'll give it a final rinse up here. And I turn it on its side so that I can see where the water is hitting and not get it above this window. So I know that those top few inches are definitely rinsed off. We have pure water on pure clean glass, and we're good to go. I'm going to move on to this one and let that drip dry for a second. So across the right half into the corner, come down and get this side here, the bottom, and now back to the top to get this left side and the bottom there. And now agitate up, rinse down, agitate up, rinse down. I'm not going all the way up because I've already cleaned those first couple inches or more. Okay, let's rinse it off. Get that area nice and rinse. We start working our way down all the way side to side. Okay, and then we'll come to this one now. Got a little bit of suds here from all the window cleaning we've been doing right there. So I gotta rinse that out. Okay. Right here. Okay, and we'll go up, down. If it was especially dirty, you might just scrub it a little bit more. Just go over it, overlap, not the full way, if it's really dirty. Okay, side to side, getting all the way to the frames. There we go, last one. This one has some soap suds from previous window cleaning training as well. So I'm going to give it an extra rinse up there. Okay. This side. More sudsy than I thought. Okay. There we go. And then kink your water off. All right, so again, what we're trying to do or the operation that we're going in, I'll take this off here, is we are going up to the top middle, to the right. You might give it a couple passes. And we're not shooting water above the whole window set. That's why we have it at an angle. We don't come up to it like this. We come up to it at an angle. Come down to the corner. Make sure we get all the debris out of the corner. Bring it down. Back here. Into the corner. Down. Get the bottom. And now all this is clean and this is clean. So we're just going up, down, up, down, up, down. and then we'll rinse it off. Get the top, get a good rinse up there, and then side to side to side to side to side till you reach the bottom. And because this is deionized water, it's going to dry spot free. So it's kind of like going to the car wash. You wash your vehicle in there with all the soap and all the different detergents that they use. They rinse it off, and then they'll get a spot-free rinse at the end. Sometimes you got to pay extra for that, but that's just going through a deionization process, or maybe even reverse osmosis deionization, but that's what gives you that spot-free finish. So here we go.